Hi, my name is Amelia from Access Yoga, and this morning we're going to do a practice to work on building our strength for headstands. So we're going to get started and begin in a child's pose position. Set up with the knees nice and wide, wriggle your elbows forward and take the palms to touch, and then let your head rest down onto the ground. From there, wriggle the elbows a little further forward again. You're going to pin the elbows to the ground and then try and glide your hips back towards your heels. Take about 5 to 6 breaths here. And then slowly release your hands, come into a kneeling position, interlace your fingers, and then draw the knuckles either down to the feet or to the ground, open up through the shoulders, and slowly begin to peel the front of the body open. Take another inhale breath, and then exhale, tuck your chin, slowly lift up. Float your arms all the way up to the sky, and then press your arms up. Squeeze the legs in, draw the belly in, and you're going to lean up and over to the right, and then begin to circle all the way around. Keep pressing through the palms. Back to center, take another breath, and then circle opposite direction. And then come all the way back to center. You're going to release your left hand down. Take it out in front of you. Your right arm's going to stay up. Lift your hips up until the hips are over the shoulders, and then you're going to dive your right arm underneath. Some of you will have the palm to face up, or some of you might try and reach towards your heel and then kind of lean onto your right shoulder. The left arm's going to walk over your head and then slowly walk it over to the right. 5 breaths. Slowly, when you're ready, plant down into your left hand, sit your hips back, interlace your fingers and open up, breathe in, find a little bit of an arch. Now just rounding forward, chin to the chest, exhale. Slowly begin to open up. Exhale, round. 2 more like that. Lifting up, inhale. Exhale, breath. And the next time you lift up, leave the left hand on the ground, right hand out in front of you, and then you'll dive the left arm underneath. Either grab for the heel or have your palm up, and then slowly walk the right arm up over your head. When you're ready, release, plant your right hand, sit your hips back, interlace your fingers again and open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, breath. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. And then lift up, interlace your fingers, open up through the chest, take a big breath, and then fold forward. Back up, draw the knuckles downwards and take your right ear towards the right shoulder. Slowly lift your head and swap it over to the other side. Come back. back up. Inhale, release your hands. So if I was in my studio and had blocks, I'd have 2 blocks set up shoulder width distance and have my elbows onto the blocks. If I don't have blocks, I'm just going to use the ground, palms to touch, and then I'm going to be in a puppy posture, but I'm going to try and keep my ribs in. So I'm going to glide my hips back, let myself sink down to begin, and then draw floating ribs in, press down into my elbows. Release your hands, child's pose for a few breaths. And then the body up and release your hands, shift forward, downward facing dog. And then just move around. We're going to meet at the back of our mat, walk the hands all the way back. Feet to hip width distance, bend your knees, and then take your hands, interlace them, and just rest them at the base of the skull. Elbows down, let your head go. Let your arms be heavy. And release your hands down, send your hips back. Interlace the fingers behind the back, wriggle the shoulder blades together. You're going to try and find length through the back of the neck. Tuck your chin. Press the back of the head upwards so you lengthen the back of the neck. And then send your hips back. Draw the belly and the ribs in. Take a breath and then exhale, fold. Inhale, breath, send the hips back. Exhale, fold. 2 more times, breathe in, exhale, breath in, exhale, release your hands, fold forward, and then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, open up, exhale, fold down to the ground, find a halfway lift, lengthen through the back of the neck, exhale, fold, halfway lift again, back of the neck lengthens, belly in, exhale, fold, inhale. This time walk all the way up, plank position. So in your plank, I want you to press the ground away, draw the tailbone down, squeeze the glutes, back of the neck lengthens, and then lift and hover your right heel. Hold there, either stay there, or you're gonna have a go at extending your left arm forward for 3, 2, 1, lower it down, swap it over. So left heel lifts, either stay or flip the right arm forward for 3, 2, 1, hands down, take a breath, slowly lower to the ground. Then slide the thumbs back to the lower ribs, roll the shoulders back. And you're going to keep your head low but tuck your chin, and then think about lifting through the back of your head. Inhale, baby cobra, shoulders down, press down into your toes, belly in. Take another big breath. Exhale, lower. Press back, child's pose, hips to the heels. Shift the body forward, all fours, down dog, and then walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Halfway lift, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms all the way up the back. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Hands to the shins, lengthen the spine. Walk all the way up, plank position. To make it a little more stable, take your feet a touch wider, and then press belly and glutes on, lift and hover, and then either stay, float your left arm forward for 3, 2, 1, swap it over, tailbone down, lift. One side's usually a little easier, and then slowly lower, take a breath, Lower down to the ground. Thumbs back, shoulders back, so chin tucks. Lift through the back of the head, inhale. Press down into your toes, belly in, exhale. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breath. Exhale. This time, tuck your toes. You can leave the knees down for more support. And you're going to try and lift your belly off the mat. Some of you will lift your knees off the ground if you have the strength. Press up, plank. Down dog, exhale. And then in your down dog, come up onto your fingers or cupcake fingers. Squeeze the triceps in. Let your head go. Take another breath. Exhale, palms down. Walk your hands back to the feet. And then hands to the shins, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, strengthen the legs, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to the shins, long spine. Walk all the way up, plank position. So, press, tailbone down, squeeze the glutes. This time we're holding a chaturanga, so you can lower your knees for more support, or keep the knees up, take a breath. And then lower to chaturanga and hold 3. Belly on 2. Squeeze the glutes, slowly to the ground. Heel up, baby cobra. Lift through the back of the head. Either stay there or slowly up into upward facing dog for 3. 2. Take another inhale. To transition, you want to support your lower back. So to do that, you're going to scoop the belly in, press down into your toes, roll over the toes. Come back up onto your fingertips. Take another breath. Palms down, and then walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Take the hands to the shins, lengthen out again, long through the back of the neck. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, lift up. Exhale, hands all the way down. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. And then plank position again on your exhale. So we know our chaturanga position, don't go too low, so think just above halfway. Shift forward, glutes are strong, sternum forward, take a breath. Lower to that chaturanga for 3, 2, this time up dog or baby cobra, breath in. Down dog, breath out. And then from there, bring the big toes to touch. Hands plug down, press into your fingers. You're going to jump to a seat, lift up onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, think about jumping up, cross your legs, lie onto your back. So from there, you're going to hug the knees into the chest, float your arms forward until you start to feel your core switch on, and then to make it a little harder, float your legs up, and then make it a little harder again, lower the legs and hold. For those who feel like they can go further, arms up over your head, we're going to hold. And as you can see, I'm shaking, so I'm working nice and hard. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to roll to my side and then see if you can hold that position. See if you can hollow out the belly, and you're going to try and lift your body up, so you're using the side body of the obliques. Legs are squeezed. 3, 2, 1. Coming back onto your back, see if you can press your lower back into the ground. Hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over onto your side. Same again. Now tailbone lengthens, arms lift. Try and use the obliques, and maybe press into them so you can feel them. Stretch your arms, holding there. Take another inhale. Come back onto your back, and now you're going to roll straight over onto your belly to do the other side to strengthen into the back of the body. So arms forward, legs back. Think about drawing your tailbone downwards and then float up. So even though my belly's on the ground, think about drawing the belly in and up, stretching forward and back, and again lifting through the back of my head. Two more breaths. Take an inhale, exhale, One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Plant your hands. Press back, child's pose, hips to the heels. Slowly shift forward, back to your down dog. So we're jumping to a seat again. Big toes to touch. Shift your shoulders forward, lift up onto your tippy toes. We're going to try and jump in between our hands when you're ready, and your knees. Jump, cross your legs. And then it can take a little bit of practice, but over time we get the legs sweeping through. But it helps the higher you jump, gives you more space and more time to get the legs through. We're going to lie onto our back and work into strengthening the back line of the body. Hands plant down, feet plant down, shoulders down. When you're ready, take a breath. And on your exhale, you're just going to curl your tailbone up and then slowly begin to press up into your bridge. Shoulders down, tailbone forward. Imagine you're holding a block, or if you have a block, grab it, squeeze it in between the legs. And then you're going to extend your right leg forward. 5 breaths. Hug your left heel back to activate the glute and the hamstring. Take another big breath in. On your exhale, lower, take a breath, uncurl through the spine. So start from the ground up, press your feet, tailbone curls, and then begin to lift. And there's a few flies out here. And then from there, squeeze the legs in, and then extend your left leg forward. Hug your right heel back. Nice. Hold. 5 breaths. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Tailbone curls up and then slowly lower down. Happy baby posture. Grab onto the knife edge blade of the feet. And then use your hands, your arms to hug down. Press your feet up and then keep that resistance. Slowly try and press your left leg out as you breathe in. And then exhale, rebend. Swap it over. Inhale. Exhale, breath. One more each side. Breathe in. Keep the resistance. Make it feel hard and challenging to stretch your leg out. Breathe in. Exhale. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock yourself forward and back. And either take a flow or down dog. From your down dog, shift forward into a plank. And then from plank, lower to forearm plank. So take a breath at the top. You're just going to slowly lower the hips, untuck the toes. So meeting in your sphinx, press down into your forearms, and then think about hugging your shoulder blades back. And to support your lower back, you're going to float your belly up off the mat. So back of your head is lifting. Take an inhale. Begin with a modified variation here. Keep your knees down. Draw your tailbone down until you feel your lower back lengthen. Take another breath. Exhale. Let's try the harder variation. So lower your hips. Heel the shoulders back. Tuck your chin slightly. Press your head back. Take a breath. Press into your toes. And then tailbone draws down. Take your eye gaze down. We're going to repeat. Inhale. You might feel this in your lower core. Exhale. Another one where I find I shake a little bit. That's hitting that sweet spot, that place that's a little harder. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Inhale. Lift through your belly. 1 more breath in. Exhale. Slowly lower the hips. Plant your hands, child's pose. Knees together, let your arms slide beside you. And then just peel part of the way up. Take your arms back out to where they were. So interlaced, elbows shoulder width distance. And then kind of almost in like an all fours position. I want you to let yourself sink into your shoulders for a moment, and then press the ground away. Take an inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, sink. And then inhale, breath as you lift up. Too many flies in Melbourne right now. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, press up. 2 more like that. Exhale. Inhale, press. 1 more, exhale. Inhale, press. Keep the pressing feeling. Tuck your toes. Begin to lift up into dolphin, and you might walk your feet in a little here. If your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees. Same again. Let yourself sink, and then press up. Inhale. Sink down. Exhale, floating ribs in. Sink. Press. Sink. Press. 2 more. And then lower yourself down. Come all the way up. Float your arms up. Breathe in. And then wrap your right arm underneath your left on your exhale. Squeeze your arms and go slowly, because we're going to now release the shoulders a little. Elbows up. Breathe in. Curl forward. Breath out. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 2 more. Breathe in. One more big breath. Exhale. Lift yourself back up. Take your fingertips back behind you. Pull the shoulders back. Knees wide. Lift up. Open up for 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin. Slowly lower. Knees together. Float your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale. Left arm underneath the right. So you're going to squeeze your arms. Squeeze your legs. Slowly elbows up. Breathe in. Exhale. Curl forward. Inhale, breath. Exhale. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale, breath. 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. Release your hands. Take your knees wide. Peel the shoulders back. Take a big breath. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Tuck your chin, slowly lower. And then a quick little stretch for your neck. Take your right hand, grab onto your left ear. Right, now we're going to have a look at a progression for headstands. So we're going to combine a few of the postures that we've done together, and then we're going to start to work into a headstand position and just start to build a little bit more awareness in the shoulders. So before we get there, let's have a look at our headstand position through the upper body. You're going to interlace your fingers. For this purpose today, we're going to keep the palms closed, squeeze the arms in, and then take your hands behind your head, wrap your elbows in. So there's 3 movements we want to feel. So there's a squeeze in, there's a press up, and then there's a press back. As I press back, it's a tuck of the chin and then press back. So squeeze in, press up, press back. Now we're going to try and find that in this little flow. So start in a Sphinx position, take a breath in. From there, you're going to tuck your toes with this one. Knees can be down or knees can be lifted. Take an inhale breath, exhale, walk your feet in, and then tuck your chin. See if you can take your head just lightly onto the ground. Slowly begin to walk back out into Sphinx. Inhale. If I was in my studio or at home, I'd have a towel on my feet and slide my feet in. Take an inhale. Exhale, toes tuck, forearm plank, and then slide, 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 slide. Back of the head. If I'm comfortable here, I can start to play with lifting, and then begin to slide out. Inhale. We're going to do about 6 to 8 of these. Back your toes, lift. Back of your head. For those that want to, lift. And then if you're at home sliding on a towel, you're going to slide back out. Feel the shoulders back. Continue. About another 4 more. So once you've done maybe 6 to 8 of those, take your hands back, rest into a child's pose. Slowly come up. Your hair might get a little messed up at the same time. So if you have not much more time, that's a really great practice to progress your headstands and also build the strength and stability in your shoulders. For those that have a little bit more time, I'm going to show you just how to slowly work your way into your headstand just on its own. So same position, you're going to set up the head, tuck your chin, press your head back, elbows shoulder width, press down, and then slowly take your head down. Tuck your toes, and you're going to try and walk your feet in. From there, some of you might stay there and you want to feel the pressure in your arms. If you're going further, you're going to lift one heel, maybe lift, maybe two. This is where you might use a partner to hold your hips. You could be pressing one leg up, the other, maybe squeeze your legs. To come back down, you can go legs bent and lower down that way, or straight legs. Hips go back. And then slowly come up. If you have a partner, they're going to support your hips so you don't feel like you're about to topple over. Thank you. Have a bit of a play at home. If you have time, do a few shoulder stretches to release the shoulders. My name's Amelia from Access Yoga. We'll see you soon. Namaste.